All right, yeah, so I've started recording now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being fired up. I'm going to start sharing my screen now. Let me know if you're not seeing my screen, and if there is anything I could do. Fair enough. I believe everybody can see my screen now. We have a team leader right there. Who's that? All right, so I was looking through the chats, and don't forget, guys, today we have a special guest who is going to take us through a very special strategy that I'm learning myself. I'm incorporating into my smart money concept, supply and demand. Today we have a special guest. I want everybody to pay attention because what we're going to learn today, literally, I am learning myself. I'm learning myself, and because of that, I want everybody to pay attention to what we're about to learn today. I don't want anybody missing anything. Can't hear you, Francis. Someone's mic. Sorry, I'm starting to mute everybody. Okay, let's just mute all. Nice. Let's go. So yeah, sorry about that. What I'm saying is I have a special guest on the call today who is going to teach us basics of supply and demand. Supply and demand really works hand in hand with smart money concept. That's the reason why today I'm introducing somebody on the call to give us the basis of it. Then we can add it to the bullets we are catching from the smart money concept. But before I do that, I'm just going to take a chat and then I'll go through some of the trades that we missed last week and see if we can take any other trade coming next week. So let's look at this. Let's look at this. I was looking at NZDJPY. Sorry, I'm going to clear my chat. Let's make it clean. Then we can work our way down. Ooh. Okay, so we have a clean chat now. I hope everybody can hear me though, because I don't want to be doing it all by myself. I need your help. Give me a 2 in the chat box if you can hear me. Give me a 2 in the chat box if you can hear me. Yay! Loud and clear, T. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna start from the 4-hour time frame, and I'm gonna mark where Monday started from on NZDJPY, where Monday started from. Today is the 13th of June. Monday was. Can somebody give me the date for Monday? Sorry, my maths is not that great. On the 8th of June, yeah? Yes, Lenny, it's been recorded on the 8th of June. So I am gonna put a horizontal line on the 8th of June. Where are you? There we go. When the market reopened on the 8th of June, price was sitting around this area. Price was sitting around this area. On the 4-hour, this is the only thing that you can see. Thank you very much, Otis. Literally, there was no way we could have gotten a good entry from smart money concept to sell this down. There was no way. I was looking at it. On the 4-hour time frame, there was nothing I could do. On the 1 hour, though, I was looking at this liquidity up here. I was looking at this liquidity up here. If we had price move above this zone, then yeah, I would be looking for a re-entry to sell it down. But in this case, smart money did not give us any opportunity. Instead, it just dived down straight away from there, took the bottom liquidity, broke market structure right here. It broke market structure right here, came back into an imbalance. If you know what an imbalance is, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what an imbalance is, give me a 3 in the chat box. If you don't know what an imbalance is, give me a 3 in the chat box. I'll go over it again. I'll make sure that we are all on the same page before I move on. 3, can you remind me, please? All right, I am going to remind you again, Anne-Marie. Good. So let me make it bigger. If you look around this area, where I've just marked, the wick of this candlestick, let me just pick something right there. The wick of this candlestick, right? This candlestick, the red candlestick right here, is not touching the wick of that candlestick. It means that there is an imbalance in price in this area. So what I'm gonna do is literally from that wick, I am gonna mark it all the way and stretch it. And from this wick, same thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mark it and stretch it. So this area I have right here is my imbalance zone. Does that make sense? Everybody that put 3 in the chat box, does that make sense? Do you understand what I mean by an imbalance now? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So literally, when they decided to move price downwards, they broke the market structure right here. Possibly they broke this market structure also. This market structure right here, they broke it. I believe everybody on this call knows what I mean by a market structure. If you don't know what a market structure is, give me a 1 in the chat box. I will show you what I mean by a market structure. Anybody on the call that do not know what a market structure is? I have one person, Lanny. You don't know what a market structure is? No, I don't believe you. But yeah, no problem. I am going to go through it. I am going to go through it, literally. If you look at this chart right here, price move in waves, price move in waves, price move in waves. And when price is coming down, we expect price to do exact same thing. Look at this. It came down, it went up. It came down, it went up. Came down, it went up. Came down, and it went up. Right? So when price is coming down, I expect price to break this to tell me that possibly we are ready to reverse. Does that make sense, Lenny? This base structure that we had before the up move, Before I can confirm that price is ready to come down, I want this base structure to be broken. And once that base structure is broken, then I will understand that yes, now smart money is ready to push price to the downside. If I don't see this break of market structure, I am not looking to enter any trade to the opposite side of the trend. If I do that, I am going to go against the trend and I am going to get bent in the market. I am going to get minus on my trade. So I am always going to wait for the market structure to be broken. Then I will look for the entry at the top. This is the low risk trade. If we were to take this trade last week, Monday, if we were to take that trade, our entry would have been at the 50% of the imbalance right there. And our stop loss would have been right here on top of this red candlestick. And our TP, we would be looking to go all the way to this market structure, to that market structure, to that market structure, and to here. This is where we saw a really big gap. So our TP1 on this trade would be looking to bring this trade all the way down to around this area. This would have been our TP1 for this trade right here. And that would have been $234 pips. 234 pips. That was just a simple trade setup that Smart Money gave us. On Sunday, we didn't really have any clear trade. Sorry. We didn't really have any clear trade. But then on Monday morning, Smart Money gave us a very beautiful trade right there. Broke the market structure, came back into the imbalance, and that's it, it dropped. Gave us our TP1, 234 pips. If you understood what I did, can you please give me a 2 in the chat box? If you understood, if what I did made clear sense, give me a 2 in the chat box. How many people do I have on the call? 33 people. 22. Thank you, thank you, thank you. T. It's a textbook re-entry, just as simple as that. Textbook. And I believe we all saw this trade, but then we missed it, right? Who had this setup? Who was able to take this trade? Anybody in the chat group or in the chat box who was able to take this trade? Nobody. A textbook entry, we missed it. And that was just on Monday, on the 9th of June. And look at it. It gave us a re-entry again. Look what Smart Money did. It gave us a re-entry. Once it broke the market structure, it came back up. I was expecting it to come to the institutional candlestick right here. This strategy is too powerful. It is, Prince. It is too powerful. Hence why we encourage people to turn up to the trainings. If you know this, you're done for good. You're done for good. On Tuesday morning, I was expecting price around this area to come up here to give me a re-entry to enter, but I didn't get it. And because I didn't get it, I did not enter. Why? Because you don't want to jump into a trade where you will be on a minus. I am killing it on DAX with this strategy. Oh my God, Praise, you're killing it on DAX. Well, you need to start giving me some signals then. Is April on the call? Do I have April on the call? I sure will. Thank you very much, Prince. I need some signals on DAX. So if you're killing it, please let me know. Thank you very much. So yeah, literally On Tuesday morning, we could have had a re-entry. Oh, April is here. Are you catching up with Prince? April, do you catch up with Prince for them some dark signals? So literally, we could have had a re-entry on Tuesday. If you go on a lower time frame, let's see if I missed anything. If you go on the lower time frame, this was the imbalance I was looking at right there. I was looking at this imbalance. The price did not come back into that area. Instead, it just created an equal high right here. And what does it mean if smart money creates an equal high, guys? Anybody in the chat box, what does it mean if smart money creates an equal high? Let's do this quick. Liquidity. Thank you very much, OJ. Liquidity. That's it. Building up liquidity. It means that they are likely to come back there again. They are likely to come back there again. And look, when was this? This was on the 12th, Friday. We could have had another setup. Let's go on the hourly chart one more time. Actually, the 2-hour chart one more time. We could have had an actual setup. Can somebody tell me if this place, there is a soft imbalance around this area? Yes or no in the chat box. Yes or no in the chat box. If you know there is a soft imbalance in this area. Imbalance is spread all around this area. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And why is it that smart money reversed price around this area? Let's go through it. Let's go through it. I want you to understand why smart money reverse price in that area. In smart money, usually the fib level that we are interested in smart money is our 50%, 61.8%, 71%, and 78%. Those are the fib levels that we are happy with, Prince says, because they are in drawdown. Yes, because smart money is in drawdown. When they took away liquidity around this area, they were rushing quickly to go up. And look, they created lots of imbalances around this area. So when they came back, now they are looking to come back here. Anybody who took advantage of entering this market because they saw a double top, they saw an M, a triple top, whatever it is, now smart money is coming for them. But then I want us to understand the logic as to why smart money reverse price around this area. All right? So look, once again, I want to go back to market structure. Market structure plays a key role. Look, price went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came down. So this is my base structure before price shot up. So if I'm looking for the possible reversal in price, this is where my fib is going to start from here to there. That's where my fib is going to start from. And look, the zone that I'm looking for, for an entry, 61.8 to our 78.6 area. Let's make it a different color. Good. Right there, smart money moved price all the way here into the zone where the imbalance is. And look, boom, they reversed. And what is so surprising about this is they reversed the price in the middle 50% of this candlestick right here. And look at that, we could have got an entry right here, let's just be a little bit ignorant of what is happening with smart money, what they were trying to do. Let's just be ignorant and try to enter the trade from here, the first imbalance, the 50% of it right there. We could have entered from there with our stop loss right here. And look, you could have caught the trade with your eyes coming back all the way to this area. Does that make sense? Did I explain it right? Does that make sense to people? Give me a 1 in the chat box if it makes sense, please. Give me a 1 in the chat box if this makes sense. Thank you, Prince. Prince gets it. Anybody else? If you don't understand it, please feel free to tell me and I will make sure I'll go over it. We're here for you. It's a training Zoom. It is not a trading Zoom. Like if it is a normal trading Zoom, then yeah, I don't mind going, leaving you behind. How large is your stop loss? Okay, in this case, my stop loss is large because I was looking at a big area. This was around 120 pips. Hence why I wouldn't take this trade. I am going to tell you something after this, April. I'm going to show you something after this. 124 pips entry, which I wouldn't dare take this trade. But why would it go? But why would it go? Sorry, Nick, can you come again? Can you explain that for me? And I'll be happy to go over it again for you. Okay, so if we look around this area, let's go back to structure. Let's go back to structure. Yes. But why would it go up? But why would it go back to the previous imbalance and not just the second triple top? Okay. The reason why it would go up is because, let me show you this. Oh, sorry, when the Zoom call ends, I am going to go again. I am going to go for another hour because my special guest has not come yet. So please, I'll be closing it, but please do jump back on again for me. So there is an imbalance right here. Can you see that, Nick? Our main directional bias on this trade is a sell. So with this buy, I wouldn't have taken it. I wouldn't have taken this buy because our main directional bias has been confirmed by the break of this market structure, the break of this market structure, the break of this market structure. So now we clearly know that we are in a sell mode for NZDJPY. So the better trade setup is all going to be the sells. But that does not necessarily mean you cannot take a buy setup. Look at this. When they decided to reverse price, what was I talking about again? I was talking about directional bias, right? So for our directional bias, can I say we have a structure right here? Can I say this is a structure and that is a structure right there? Thank you very much, Stacy. If that is a structure, then what do we see has happened in this trade? This market structure got broken, right? And look, once it got broken, smart money textbook entry. The same thing we had on the sell, they gave us the same thing on the buy. Look, the imbalance right there, your stop loss right at the bottom, right? And this is the best trade we could have taken on Friday, 50% of the imbalance right there. And our stop loss would have been right here. So April, this was the better setup. 30 pip stop loss because we are trading on a 2-hour time frame. But look, our profit margin, we're going all the way there. Our profit margin is around 200 pips. You see? So on Friday, if you are trading smart money and you were vigilant, if you're looking at NZDJPY, you could have just seen there was an imbalance that was created after they broke market structure. Okay, you may not be able to see the market structure properly on the 2-hour time frame, but look, on the 1-hour time frame, that was just the market structure right there, and that was the imbalance right here. So on the 1 hour, we still see the imbalance clearly. Even if we go on a smaller time frame, we'll probably get a better entry, reducing our risk. Look at the imbalance right here on the 30 minutes time frame. Beautiful imbalance right there. 50% of it, price came in it, and boom. Stacy, the institutional candlestick broke structure. Thank you very much. Institutional candlestick right there, broke structure, telling you here, right here, that now we have stopped going into the sell trend. We are moving into a buy trend. So on Monday, this trade is still running. This trade is still running. If I was able to get into this trade, I could be catching it all the way from here to the upside. Okay, so what can we do to enter this trade? Now I want to tell you, what can we do to enter this trade? Now that we have created this structure right here, before I would be looking for a buy entry to enter this trade, this is what I want price to do. I want price to break this structure and retest this structure before I buy. Wait for retest of the break structure. Thank you very much, Stacy. So that is exactly how we would be able to get into this trade. We want to wait for the break of this structure right here. So on Sunday evening, on Monday morning, if price is around those areas, this is what I want you to watch. We want to wait for a total break of this structure. And when price decides to retrace backwards, then we will be looking for a buy entry. If price reverses around this area, which possibly it could happen because we are in a sell trend right now. A sell trend right now. And if you go on a lower time frame, let's see, we probably find an imbalance right somewhere at the top. We go on a lower time frame, on the 5-minute time frame, there is an imbalance right here. Imbalance around this area. So on the 5-minute time frame, let's change the color. Somebody might not see. Let's make it green. So this area on the 5-minute time frame, we have an imbalance, which is possibly we can have a reversal around that area. Price could come around here and give us a re-entry back to the sell side. If price break this area and break the market structure, then we are happy to look for buys to go to the upside, to go to the target area where we're looking at. Is everybody happy with what I've gone through right now for the whole of last week for NZDJPY? Is everybody happy? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're happy with it. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're happy with it. All right. How many people do I have on the call? 32 people. I need 32 ones, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Let the ones flow. I need 32 ones. If I don't get the 32 ones, then it means there is something wrong. Feel free to tell me. I am happy to go over it again. Lenny, you can't fill it in right in 32, please. But yeah, so that was literally what happened last week on NZDJPY. See on the 5 minutes, a better entry right there. Another re-entry we could have gotten after we missed this one. This is what smart money does. A break of this structure right here. So the same thing we're looking on the hourly, on the 4-hour chart, on the daily chart, we can do the same thing on the 5 minute. We can do the same thing on the 1 minute. All you need to do is have the right. It is heading for the liquidity of the equal highs. Yes, it is. That is where we're looking at right now. Yes, it is. We have some liquidity build up around this area. And this is where price is happily coming on NZDJPY. Price will come here, snipe into the imbalance we have right here. Hence why before I open the chart, I had a beautiful setup drawn up where my entry was sitting around this area. My sell entry was sitting around this area. My stop loss is sitting just there. And then my TP, I am targeting all the way down. All the way down. Because we're in a sell trend right now on NZDJPY. So I'm happy to ride NZDJPY all the way to this consolidation right here. This consolidation right here, 50% of the consolidation is my TP. If I get this entry on NZDJPY, I am not a financial advisor, but I am marking up a chart. If you're happy with this entry, if you're happy with the setup that I've shown you, you can go home, go to your chart, mark it up and see if you